Welcome to your new vehicle handover video. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you on behalf of all of us at Union Motor Company and LEVC for purchasing your vehicle from us. Within this video, I'm going to be showing you how your vehicle works. We will be covering fuel in the vehicle, charging, your onboard computer, and how everything else works on the vehicle. I do recommend that you watch the entire video, as it will make you understand how your new vehicle works, and it will also help you get the most efficiency from your new vehicle. Everything from the vehicle is controlled with your centre console. The page that we're on at the moment is your home page. If you swipe to the right of the vehicle, as you can see along the top is your radio stations along here. So you've got your FM, your DAB, your Bluetooth and your aux. If you want to change your radio from FM to DAB, you just click on the button and you can see here that it gives you a selection of channels. Pick one that you want by pressing it and that will change your radio station for you. To get back to your home page, you've got this button, which is your home button. You just press down there and that takes you back onto your home page. If you swipe to the right, down here, your messages is your text messages from your mobile phone. You can read your messages on the screen, but you can't reply to them. The button next to it is your car status. If you click that button, you get this diagram up. If there's any faults within the vehicle, if you've got any tyre pressures that are needing adjusted, or if there's any warnings or any updates to be done to your vehicle, you will find the messages along the screen here. Again, you just press your home button and it takes you back to your centre page. If you swipe to the left, just like so, this gives you your drive modes, your camera, and all your road safety information. So we'll start along the top. As you can see, you've got your ESC, your lane departure warning, and your parking assist, your road sign information, your speed limit adaptation. If you don't wish to drive with any of these on, all you have to do to turn them off is click it. Now you can see there that that's became unhighlighted, so that means that that won't be on the vehicle anymore. If you want to put it back on, again, you just click it. You can see it's been highlighted green, and that's that feature back on the vehicle. Your camera is your reverse cameras. These cameras also come up once you put the vehicle into reverse. Your drive mode. This is the important one for your vehicle. So as you can see, you've got 3 drive modes for the vehicle. You've got Smart, you've got Save, and you've got Pure EV. So Smart mode, as you can see under there, it says everyday use. So with your Smart mode, the vehicle will use your electricity first, and when it gets down to 10%, it will then automatically kick on to your petrol range extender. When you charge the vehicle up again, it will automatically start using your electric. So when you're driving in Smart mode, you don't have to change anything on the vehicle. So you don't have to worry about changing it into petrol mode yourself or anything like that. The vehicle will do everything that it has to on its own, and this is the most efficient way for you to drive. If you want to change your drive modes, you just select them like so, and you will see it on your dash changing to show you which mode that you're in. Now Save mode, as you can see what it says, is conserve battery charge for use later. So Save mode is basically you're driving in petrol, so you won't be using any battery at all. On your dash, it'll put a little padlock on the battery, so that means that you're using pure fuel. And the last mode is Pure EV. As you can see, zero emission electric drive. This mode means that you are using electric only. You won't use any fuel at all, you're driving in pure electric. The only thing to be aware if you are driving in this mode, if you go under 10%, the vehicle will not kick over to fuel and you'll have to charge the vehicle. Private lock-in, down the bottom here, is a PIN number for your boot. So you can set this PIN number to whichever you like, and that puts a PIN number on your boot. If you want to get into your boot, you will have to enter that PIN every time that you want to get into it. Again, you don't have to have this active if you don't want to. Up the top, you see the little drop arrow here. If you pull this screen down, you've got 3 settings along here. So you've got driver settings, operator manual and profile. So within the setting area, you click this and you can set the vehicle to how you like it. So you can set it for your navigation, your media, your climate, and it's got your system settings in there as well. So you can change anything on here to how you prefer it to look. Just close that, pull that back down. Operator manual. If you click this button, what this is doing is it's loading your operator manual for the vehicle. If you don't know anything how to work anything in the vehicle, this manual will tell you absolutely everything. So you can go through the book, as you can see, at your leisure. You've got a quick start guide in the centre here, which I do suggest that you have a little read off. If there's one particular thing that you want to look for, you have your search bar here. So you click on the search bar, and if you type in something, so I'll just put in wheelchair. Click on which section it is that you want to read, and as you can see here, it gives you a full demonstration of how to put your wheelchair harness on a passenger. If you come further down, it gives you diagrams of how the passenger should be sitting and how your lap belts work as well. To come out of this area, you just press your home button and that takes you back to your home page. The third section along the top is your profile. Now, if you have more than one driver on a vehicle, you have profile 1, profile 2 and the guest profile. So within that driver's the settings that I just showed you a second ago, you can set that up to your preference, and then when you come in to drive the vehicle, if you hit profile 1 and confirm, the vehicle will change to your mobile phone, how you have your heating settings and things like that. To connect your phone to your vehicle, open up your Bluetooth application on your mobile phone. You then click the phone on your home page of your screen here. Add phone. It's now searching for Bluetooth devices. As you can see, it's came up Galaxy S10. Select your phone and it will try to connect with your phone. Just check the numbers match. If they do, it will say pair with my taxi. Click OK on your mobile phone and confirm on the dash. Here, this part is asking you if you would allow the vehicle to have access to your phone, your message, your internet source and your media. If there's a particular thing on here that you don't want the vehicle to have access to, you just untick it like so and you won't get any information up on the screen. Click finish. And that will now be your phone paired with your taxi. You won't have to do this every time that you get into the vehicle. Once it is paired, it's always paired. Once you leave the vehicle, no one will be able to get into your device to see your contacts or your messages or anything personal. To work your driver's heated seat, as you can see on your main screen, you have a picture of a seat here. You press the seat, and as you can see, it's got 3 lines. If you want to turn it down, you press it again, and it will change to 2 lines. Press again, 1 line. Press again, and it turns it off. To work the heating and the climate of the vehicle, you press this button here. Now, as you can see along the top, you've got climate control. Underneath that, you have park and climate, driver and rear cabin. To work the driver's cabin, as you can see, we're on the highlighted yellow here, which means that that's which area that you're in for the heating. As you can see here, we're turned off. You press the box next to that, that turns on your heating for you. To turn it up, you go to level 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If you would like to activate your aircon, you press the button up here. If it's got the yellow box around it, it means it's activated. If you want to turn it off, you just click it, takes the yellow box away, and that's your aircon turned off. You can also adjust the heat of the vehicle to suit your preference. If you can see down the bottom where the 22 degrees is, if you push that button in there, you can change the temperature to high or to however low you want to have it at. Once you've selected your temperature, you click close, and that closes it for you. To activate the passenger's cabin, as you can see up here where it's got rear cabin, push the button. As you can see, none of the boxes are highlighted, so it's all turned off. To turn it on, it's just the same as the front. You select the box for however many you want it on. If your driver's is turned off, so if you're off altogether, it means your rear cabin is now locked, so it can't work. This also means that your passengers cannot put their heating or aircon on if yours is turned off. So to reiterate, if your driver's one is turned on, you only need to be at number 1. If you go to your rear cabin, then you can control your rear cabin as your customers can. If your customers turn this up or down in the back, you can also turn it back down or up at your leisure from the front. And you just press your close button. Going to go back into the heating, and now we're going to cover parking climate. To activate your parking climate, you hit your parking climate button. Preconditioning, you hit the button preconditioning, and then the time and date. You change the time here to whichever time you want the vehicle to become active. You set the time, you set your dates, and you confirm. What this does is it makes the vehicle become active at whichever time you set it to, so it'll be warm for you coming out to start your shift in the morning. Again, if you're charging a vehicle, you can't work the heating, so this is the only way that you can go in to get the heating. So if you were charging it right now, you adjust the time to what time it is, what date it is, and that means that you have access to work your heating. If you don't have this on, your heating will not work. Just cancel to remove it, hit close, and that takes you back to your home page. If you have the sat-nav function on your vehicle, it'll show on your home screen at the top. To activate the sat-nav, just press the screen, and it'll pull up your map. This button here, set destination, click on that. If you go to city, you can enter city or postcode. Down here, you have your keypads. You press the button there, it will open your keypad for you. So just pop in your postcode of where you're going, spacebar, enter the postcode there, and if you hit this button down here which just says start navigation.
The route is being calculated. Your destination is located in an area with restricted access. Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Now it will come up if you've got limited access. If you just click OK, as you can see along the top bar, it'll tell you 30 yards to your next left. You can also mute the sat-nav so that you don't get the talking in the background. As you can see along here, you have your mute button. If you press that, you won't hear any talking. You can also, if you hit your home button, it will minimise the sat-nav for you. Screen. It will still tell you along the top, 30 yards till your next turning. It also shows you this on your dash. To cancel your route, go back into your sat-nav and hit the cancel button. Cancel. And OK. If you hit your home button, it'll close down your sat nav and take you back to your home page. Down the bottom of your console, you have your volume button, right to put on, left to turn down. You also have a play and pause button in the centre. To change your radio station, you can press your forward button, and on the other side you can go back to your previous radio station. You also have your back demister, your front demister and your hazard light. To activate any of these, you just push in the button, and to turn off, push the button back in again. This is your dash display. On the left hand side over here, you can see the bottom display is your fuel. As you can see, this is a full tank of fuel. At the top, this is your battery. As you can see, the battery is just over half charged. In the centre console, it shows you your neutral, drive and reverse. Your handbrake is on, and it also shows you your road traffic information. On the right hand side, you have your energy recovery and your regeneration propulsion. It also shows you down the bottom here where it says drive mode, which drive mode that you're actually in. So right now the vehicle is in smart mode. If you change them on your main computer, this will change to show you which drive mode you're driving in. To start your vehicle, you have to put your foot on the foot brake, and this button here, just turn it once, like so, towards yourself. That is your vehicle now active and ready to go. Your gear stick here, to change gears, again, you must have your foot on the brake, and you can change gear into drive, up into neutral, up into reverse. Over this side is your handbrake. It's an electronic handbrake, so to release the handbrake, you have to put your foot on the brake, push the button down, and that will release your handbrake. It's the same to put the handbrake back on. You have to put the foot on the brake, pull the button up, and that puts your parking brake back on for you. Underneath the button, your handbrake button, you have the A, which is your automatic handbrake. If you want to activate your automatic handbrake, you push the button down, and you can see a faint green light just at the side here. How your automatic handbrake works is if you're driving and you come to a stop, the handbrake will automatically go on itself. If you push your accelerator, it will automatically release itself. One thing to be aware of is when you're letting a passenger out the vehicle must be in neutral and the handbrake must be on. You can do this just by pressing the brake and pulling up your parking brake button. The vehicle will automatically go into neutral. If you don't do this, the rear doors will not open and your passenger will not get out the vehicle. To activate your lights, this ring around the stalk here, you move up the way. There's your daylights, your night lights, and if you pull the beam in towards you, it's your high beam. Indicators are also on this side. When your indicators go on, your lights do come off. This is only because they're LEDs and all LED lights do this. On this side is your wipers, so push them up for your wiper blades. To put on your rear wiper blade, you push this button in just like that. To get your washers on, you pull the stalk in towards you. These buttons here control your speed limitation and your cruise control. To activate it, you press the centre button and you can move the dials up or down to set your speed as you wish. Over the right hand side of the vehicle, buttons here control your radio. So you can move your volume up or down and change your radio station with the left or right button. The function here gives you the ability to speak to the vehicle if you want to place a call without touching your screen. The button down here will bring up your main computer home screen on the dashboard for you. You just press it and it will come back again. And your horn. Inside your centre console is where you will find your 12-volt charger, your USB and your aux cable. In front of your centre console, you have an area to keep your key. Your driver's seat controls are located down the right hand side of your driver's seat. To move the seat forward, you use the long button and you push it forward. To put the seat back the way, use the same button, push it in reverse, and you go back the way. The same button also rises the seat up for you, and it also lowers the seat for you. The button at the end here controls your back, so that will bring the back panel forward, and it will also move it back the way for you. The buttons in the circular is your lumbar, so this will support your bottom and your back. You push them up if you want them to come up the way, and you can go down, and you can go left, and you can go right. To release your fuel cap button, you push in your fuel button here at the right hand side of your steering wheel. To release the fuel cap, push it in, pull it out, the fuel goes straight into the tank. Please remember it is unleaded and the vehicle is full when it hits one click. To close the cap over, push it in and give it a little push. To open the boot, you have your release button just under the chrome bar. Inside the boot, you have your full-size spare wheel, your home charging cable, your 12-volt battery over in the right-hand corner. Over on the left, you have your wheel brace and your toolkit. Toe eye cover. When you're using a wheel brace, the toe eye fits into the jack just like so to get your wheels off. You have the tool for removing your centre wheel trim and also your jacking tool. This is used for when you're jacking the vehicle up. You'll find the jacking points at the front of the vehicle, just behind the tyre, and at the rear, just behind the tyre. You also get a fuel cap filler. If you ever have to fill the vehicle from a jerry can, you will need this to get into the tank. Your bonnet release button is located in the passenger floor well. Underneath here, pull the button down and it will release the bonnet for you. To open the bonnet, on the right hand side you have a yellow lever. Push the lever back, just like so, and the bonnet will release itself. Underneath the bonnet, on the right hand side, you can see that you have green coolant. This coolant is for your battery. Over the other side, on the left hand side, you also have more green coolant. That is for your engine. Up in the left hand corner here is your screen wash. This will be the only one that you actually fill up. Everything else, please leave to us and we'll do it for you. Your charging doors are located at the front of the vehicle. To release the door, you push in at the top right hand corner and the door opens. Your chargers are located behind these covers. To release these covers, you have pins on either side which open the charging covers like so. This top charger is for your home charger. If you release the second door, it opens a second charger. Together, these two make your combined charger, which is your CCS charger. To close them over, pop them back into place and close your charging door. On the opposite side of the vehicle, you have another charger. Open the door, push down the release button. This one is your 50 kilowatt CHAdeMO charger. This is the charger that you'll use for your on-street charging, which will charge the vehicle in rapid time. On the driver's side door, you have your function for repositioning your driver mirrors, your front windows, your rear windows. The button at the back, if pressed, locks your passenger rear windows. Your passengers will not have access to the windows working if this button is pressed. You also have on the door card your lock and unlock button. If all the doors are locked, to unlock them, all you have to do is press and hold that button and it will release all the locks on the doors. When you drive away again, all the doors will relock automatically. To work your meter, when a passenger gets in, press the bottom right hand button, function. Press that once, it will start your meter. If you want to add on any extras, the button is on the left hand side. Press it once to however much money you want to add on to it. Once your fare is complete, you then press the function button again and it will total up for you. At that point, your lights will go on for you as well. If you want to work your lights yourself, the buttons are located just above your head here. To work your wheelchair ramp, as you can see on the front of the flap, there's two holes at either end to pop your fingers in. Put your fingers in and pull the flap up. Once the flap is opened, you will see a silver lever underneath and you just pull that lever towards you and that releases the ramp. On either end of the ramp, pop your fingers at the end and just pull the ramp towards you. Once you get to that stage, you can then lift the handle at the front of the ramp and pull the ramp straight out as far as it can go. You then at either side have two black tabs, pull them up and then release down the tray at the top. You can then get your passenger in safely. The step is also located within the ramp. To activate the step, you pull up your handle from the bottom and you want to push the ramp into the yellow line. At that stage there, you see the black clip at the front, push the clip along and then you pull the handle up towards you, grab it at the other end and then spin the step right around. You pull over the flap at this stage and then push the step into position. You'll feel it clicking in the bottom and your step is now safe for a passenger to go on. To put the step back, you pull the step up towards yourself at a slight angle. Pull the step out, turn it back round, fold it into position and use the handle in your hand to pop it down. At that stage, you must then put the black clip back over so you can lock the step into position. You then put the handle down, push the ramp back under the tray. You do have to give the ramp quite a hard push just so it can connect to the spring loaders on the back. Fold your flap back over and that's it done. Your wheelchair harnesses and straps are located on the passenger side and under the floor well under this compartment. Before you start your drive on a vehicle, be sure to put your seatbelt on. If you don't put your seatbelt on, the handbrake will not work properly in the vehicle. When you begin to drive, to activate your regenerative braking, you push the gear stick once to the right hand side and it will go on to 50%, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner. If you want it on 100%, you push it one more time and it will go up to 100% and you're now on full regenerative braking. When you're driving a vehicle with your regenerative braking turned on, you will see your propulsion needle moving. As you can see at the moment, it's in the blue. This means that you're driving the vehicle to good efficiency. Between the blue and the centre is where you want to be driving it. When you take your foot off the accelerator, the vehicle will automatically slow itself down and it will start regenerating, as you can see with the green diagram. This means that the vehicle will be putting some power back into the battery. If you drive it up into the orange, this means that you're not driving the vehicle to its full efficiency. When you get to the station, you have to present your card onto the screen as it shows you. Once it's checked your card, it'll then give you the option to pick a charger, which one you would like to use. In this instance, we're going to use a CHAdeMO, so we'll select the CHAdeMO button. pushing the button, it will then prompt you to pick up the charger and plug it into your vehicle. Then you press start. The machine will give you displays of how long the vehicle's got left to charge and how much battery is in the vehicle. You can stop this at any time, you don't have to wait until the charge is complete. And that concludes your handover video. Once again, on behalf of us all here at Union Motor Company, I'd like to thank you for purchasing your vehicle from us. We're all looking forward to our future working relationship and we wish you many happy miles in your new vehicle.